when I was in Mississippi, back before 2000, before I came to work in Texas, I was charged by an NHPRC grant with building a digital repository for the state of Mississippi, which we did ourselves, programming them and doing all that kind of stuff. I said, this is not a good idea. It certainly is not something that I want to actually have to maintain over time. So when I started deciding on what I was going to use at UT for pedagogical purposes, and also because I have a very strong conviction that you cannot teach from something that is not real, that you're not doing. So I wanted to establish a real repository where we would be preserving things. Just fortunately for me, DSpace appeared as a repository system that was created by MIT and Hewlett-Packard and let loose on an unsuspecting public into the open source world. And it was designed to at least partially instantiate the OAIS model that we've all decided is a good thing. And so we said, well, let's experiment with it. And so I did that for a couple of years with my classes, and we decided in 2005, well, let's bite the bullet and let's start putting things in for real. Inspired, I might add, by the Mines of Carolina project. Some of the first things that we put in there were retiring professors' materials. And since then we've done a lot of things that belong to our school. And have put things in. And the interesting thing about using DSpace has been that because it is pretty understandable, because it's all one thing, we don't have to worry about, oh, a little piece of this, a little piece of that, oh, we've got to have a programmer on staff. We don't have to have that. Mm-hmm. The price is also right, namely free. Although my IT staff person who's in charge says that's free as in kittens. So not entirely free, but I think you'll recall that we did a sort of evaluation in 2006 and found that we were spending $7,000 a year. $1,000 of which was amortizing a server that we were using at the time. It's now less than that because our instance of DSpace is virtualized and it's running on a server with a lot of other servers. That cost has gone less, and that what the money is being spent for is a fraction of our systems administrator's salary. And the thing that I'm happy about with that is that it's a commitment from the school. It's a commitment from the institution that says, this is part of our overhead costs. This is what it costs, and we're going to do this. And I think that's so vital, because people will get grants and sort of get this, and then the grant goes away, and then what do you do? And it's the human cost that's the most important. And if you can manage to get the human cost as just part of the landscape, then that puts you so much further ahead.